Hi Pisces, welcome to my channel, The Fool's Journey Tarot. This is a general love reading for the sign of Pisces for this upcoming week of February. If you're brand new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. Everything that you need to know regarding this reading and the video is in the description box below, so have a look at that. If you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate your support. So I do want to remind all of my viewers that this is a general love reading, so it can pertain to relationships, situations, circumstances, you name it, it might apply. Also be flexible with the energy. You may feel like I'm reading for you, but you could also feel like you're cross-watching. You can mix and match the people who show up in the reading. If it does resonate, you will know who you are. And don't be concerned about the gender of the cards in the reading. So we'll get started, Pisces, after a couple more shuffles. I also do want to remind you that my intention is always to reach the people who need the message the most and who will benefit from the message. Okay, Pisces, so let's get started and see what's going on with you guys. Here we go. So we're going to start off with the Seven of Wands in your underlying energy, paired with the Chariot in reverse. The Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands in reverse, the Star in reverse, the Hierophant, the Two of Swords in reverse, and the Two of Cups in reverse. So we have the Ten of Pentacles out on the table. To me, this indicates family, legacy, or a group of people that you could feel very close to. But this is seemingly related to a family dynamic or a group situation. I feel like you might be feeling stuck or stagnant, or like things are not moving forward, and possibly feeling very defensive about that, or concerned that there's no movement, that maybe there's no progress being made within a situation or circumstance that needs to be dealt with. Could be regarding a relationship within a family unit. We do have the Two of Swords with the Two of Cups. So again, I feel like there's maybe separation or disagreement between two or more people. There's a disconnect, possibly a lack of compromise within a family, or again, a connection within a family. And for whatever reason, you might be feeling maybe a lack of hope, or not feeling very optimistic regarding resolving the issue, or things going in the right direction, or movement with regard to this situation. Let's see what else we get. We have the Sun, the Two of Swords again, this time in the upright position, the Page of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, the Ten of Wands, this time in the upright position, the Lovers, the Ten of Pentacles again, this time in the reverse, and the Nine of Pentacles. So again, especially with the Ten of Pentacles coming out here, clarifying this Two of Swords, I do feel like there's some kind of family disruption or some kind of disharmony within a group situation. This could be a group of people that you feel very close to, or an actual family. But I feel like there is a relationship or connection within this family dynamic that's troubled, And there's a sense that there's lack of hope for resolution. I know I said that before. Lack of movement toward compromise. It feels like it's possible somebody just gave up or decided not to try anymore. Maybe this was communicated to you, Pisces, or you've heard word that somebody has just decided to maybe walk away from the situation or not even bother to try to fix things. Someone might be just taking off, going their own way, deciding to forge their own path in life and move on from this connection or this family unit because of this disruption and lack of hope for resolution. Let's see what else we get for you, Pisces. So we have the Ten of Pentacles again in the reverse. This is clarifying the Seven of Wands. And the Sun again. You have 2 Sun cards in your underlying energy. So this could be something that you just found out, or you may have found out about this issue or found out information regarding what's gone wrong or regarding a conflict that's causing a family disruption. Ten of Pentacles can also indicate divorce. I'm just going to throw that out there. If this is, for example, a husband and wife who've decided to part ways, obviously that can cause some disruption within a family and lack of compromise, lack of communication, someone walking away from a situation to go off on their own. So we have the Emperor, Page of Cups in reverse, Ten of Swords, Three of Wands, Page of Wands in reverse, and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So the Emperor can indicate a patriarchal, crap, I'll pick that up later, I don't need the card. Patriarchal individual, father figure, for example. This could be the person who maybe has recently revealed some information or expressed a desire to move on from family dynamic, because there is the sense that there's this need to walk away from a situation that's not working. Page of Cups can indicate maybe a lost connection, lack of loyalty. Ten of Wands can indicate relieving a burden if it's in reverse. And we do have the Ten of Swords on the table, so that obviously can indicate a harsh ending. And the Star in reverse can indicate a lack of hope. And it does look like this potentially could be someone who's walking away from a situation because they're just not willing to put in an effort to try to come back together or compromise or resolve a situation. So again, we have this Two of Swords, Page of Wands, indicating possibly this is a decision that's been made. Again, it could be separation, divorce, family disruption within a group dynamic, someone giving up or providing some bad news, sending a message that they are walking away from a situation and going off on their own. I do feel Pisces, now again, you can mix and match. You decide who you are if this reading is resonating for you. But I believe the Emperor is someone that you're dealing with. So this could be a partner of yours, for example. If this is a marriage situation or family situation where somebody is walking away, this could be your partner expressing this desire to move on. It does feel with the Sun card twice in your underlying energy that maybe this is information that's been recently revealed to you or something you've recently found out. So maybe it came as a surprise to you. It's possible you may have felt like you were blocked or kept from knowing this information, that maybe you didn't see this coming. That's what I'm getting from the Two of Swords, which can indicate being blocked or being unable to make a decision or see something. I think this has you feeling very defensive, maybe feeling a little bit like you need to stand your ground or stand up to this person. Let's get some more cards out here for you, Pisces. We have Strength and the Emperor again. Four of Swords in reverse. Six of Swords in reverse. Nine of Swords. Wheel of Fortune again in reverse. The Eight of Swords. And the Six of Pentacles. So from this set of cards, what I'm getting is this was a decision made by this Emperor figure. Again, it could be a father figure or patriarch of a family, or even someone who is in a position of power within a group dynamic, group of people, for example, who feel very close like family members, if this is like a friend or a working situation. But it does feel like family to me, possibly marriage. I feel like this information, again, was recently revealed to you and maybe came to a bit of a surprise that you didn't expect this. Again, I feel like maybe this information was being kept from you, and that it was just recently revealed, that you didn't necessarily see this coming. But it does feel like this person just like up and said, you know what, I'm giving up on this. I'm walking away from the situation. I don't even want to try. This person, this Emperor energy feels like they've just laid this on you without any heads up, any preparation, any inkling that this was going to happen. And has left you with this sense that there's this lack of hope, like that you don't have any control over the situation. That now that it's over and this person feels like they just up and walked away or are getting ready to, that you're being left with this ending and left with dealing with the burden of what this means, not just for you, but for anybody else who's being affected by this person's decision. And I think you're definitely in your head about it, maybe feeling a little trapped, maybe feeling like, again, you're left picking up the pieces, cleaning up the mess. Because I feel like this person just gave up. Was not even willing to talk through things or try to work on things. You may have even felt that this was a very strong relationship, or that it's at least worth fighting for. Maybe there's been some disruptions or conflict in the past, and because you felt like this was a strong connection or a strong relationship or a strong situation that you could fight through this and make it work, or that at least it was worth making the effort. But I think that this Emperor energy has left you feeling powerless, because I think he's made this executive decision for himself and ultimately made a decision for everybody else involved, including you, Pisces. This feels very harsh. And I'm sorry if you are going through something like this, because this feels really bad. Let's get this last round of cards out and see if we can't get any more information for you. So we have the Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. Two of Pentacles in reverse. The Hierophant again. King of Cups in reverse. The Moon in reverse. Queen of Swords. And the Knight of Wands. So I feel like this person has not wasted any time making this decision for himself. And he may have expressed that there's a disconnect in emotions or lost love in this relationship. And that could be why this ending has come about for him. Again, with this Moon here, I do feel like this is potentially something that he has kept to himself for some time and maybe has recently revealed. So it left you feeling maybe a little bit surprised or shocked or unprepared for this news, this information. Because I also feel like this person is not willing to work on things, that he has quite literally just dropped the ball and said, I'm out. And it just feels like it was one of those situations where the communication was abrupt. And maybe a bit of a surprise. And I feel like this person is just kind of taken off after the split. And again, left you, possibly Pisces, to pick up the pieces, to deal with the aftermath. And maybe, I feel like this Queen of Swords is you. Maybe even has left you to give this news, give this information to the rest of the people who are affected by this. And I think that you feel deeply wronged by this person for having done what they've done, because I don't feel like they've accepted any responsibility for their actions or for their decisions. I'm going to throw this out there, and it could be for one or more people. I don't necessarily feel like it's for everybody watching, but it is possible that this person left this relationship or left the situation for another relationship and revealed that as well. Has decided to walk away from this to start something new. I don't have the Three of Swords out here, which can indicate third party. So, it's possible that if this person did this, it's not necessarily a situation where there's someone leaving because there's a current affair happening. It could just be that this person has decided to start something new with somebody else, but they didn't necessarily have something going before leaving the situation. is what I'm getting from this set of cards. And, you know, it could be different for you if you're watching that this person didn't just up and leave without communicating with others, but it does feel like it was an abrupt decision, or at least felt abrupt to you, because I feel like this information may have been blocked or kept from you for quite some time. And why somebody would do that, I'm not sure what the motive would be. If they were, you know, feeling this way and felt like there was trouble in paradise, and you know, why that wouldn't be communicated, I don't know. But it does feel to me like this was something that was kind of a surprise piece of information. And by the way, I'm out of here type of thing. I'm going to take this card. This one just came out in the Aquarius, but it's in the upright. So we have the Six of Fire that came out. And I do think this will be appropriate for this reading. Might give you some insight, maybe some clarity on the situation. Let's see what we can get for you, Pisces. Okay, here we go. The Six of Fire represents a time of healing through mediation, negotiation, or arbitration. It is a time when communication and diplomacy is required in order to end a conflict or dispute. There are times in our lives when we may find ourselves caught up in a dispute or conflict after boundaries have been crossed or our feelings hurt or ego bruised. If lines of communication remain open and both parties are willing, the conflict can be resolved. However, there are often times when both parties find themselves unable to find or maintain the middle ground, and if they must continue to work or play a part in each other's lives, a mediator is required to negotiate or arbitrate a truce. There are two sides to every disagreement, and there are times when both parties involved can be right, and times when both parties can be wrong. For there to be a good outcome, both parties must first be willing to at least hear each other's point of view, and there are times when that will only happen if a mediator steps in to hear both sides without bias. Sometimes mediation is all that is required, and the simple act of allowing both parties to air their grievance and present their points of view allows them to come to a resolution on their own. There are also times when arbitration will be required because neither party is willing to make concessions or allowances for the feelings or rights of the other. It is left to the arbitrator to determine who is in the right based upon the laws of the land. Even if a complete resolution cannot be achieved, the Six of Fire asks that we remain conciliatory at this time. An open mind and willingness to meet the other party halfway will stand us in good stead. The Six of Fire may also represent a pending legal situation where rules or laws have been broken, and as a result, harm has been done to another. The law will determine who is right and who is wrong. Justice will be served. In this circumstance, be sure to keep your emotions under control and have your facts straight. Remain respectful of the laws that are in place and be both courteous and considerate at all times. Your behavior, your attitude at this time may have bearing on the outcome, as will a sound knowledge of your rights and responsibilities. Do not allow a lack of awareness or immoderate behavior place you at a disadvantage. Well, if this was a period at the end of the sentence, you know, to me this indicates potentially going through some legal issues regarding a divorce or legal separation. There's a lot of cards indicating that could potentially be what's happening here, and you may be dealing with the law with regard to a possible breakup, separation, or divorce, and that's what it feels like more than anything to me. Pisces, I'm sorry that you're dealing with this. This feels crappy, but I would heed the advice in this card and try to be the bigger person if possible. You'll have the law on your side if this person brought the hammer down in this manner that it feels like he did in this reading. So I'm going to leave it here. I hope that you gain some kind of clarity or some kind of, you know, hope or something that will help you move forward in this situation. Thank you so much for watching. If it did resonate, give me a like, share, subscribe if you want, or leave a comment even if you feel like doing that. I would appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, Pisces, and I hope I see you again soon. Bye.